Okay, the next step in our portfolio creation is going to be to create and embed a field experience journal into our portfolio. So we're going to do some of the same steps. We're going to go into Google Drive, log in using our @go.olemiss.edu Google account, and only that Google account, no other personal Google accounts, because we don't want to confuse our browser. Now, this time we're going to go into our folder that we created. So my drive, it was educational leadership portfolio folder. There we go. And we are going to create a new doc, new Google Doc. Yes, we're going to create and share, because then it's going to be, again, shared in this folder that's shared. That means anyone that can visit our site, when we embed these things into our site, they can access them. So yes, we do want to have the same sharings. So then we're going to click on Untitled Document at the top, and we're going to name it Field Experience Journal. All right. And then we are going to title it, and I'm going to insert a title in the document. I like to use these sort of pre-formatted things that Google has provided us within Google Docs. So I'm going to type Joel Amidon Field Experience Journal. Okay. And so now, and just before I go too further into this, what I would suggest for this is then I'm going to put in the date. So today's date is what, August 16th. So maybe this is my first day in field experience. I'm going to have some comments. And then the next time I go in, I want the next one to be at the top. So like, let's say it was 8/18/21. Now, the reason why I do this is that, one, it makes it easier. So rather than scrolling always to the bottom to put in your next thing, you're just starting at the top, and then your most frequent, or your entry that is the nearest one to today is at the top of the page, and then you just add it to the top. So maybe you want to do it the other way. That's fine. If you like to scroll, that's fine. I like to eliminate as many steps as possible. So if I don't have to scroll, I don't want to scroll. So I'll do it this way, but you can do it as you want. And again, you might have some prompts from your coursework that is going to tell you to do it. So anyway, this is just how I would set up my journal. But anyway, I got my title, I got my dates. That's important. And then I'll have my entries. All right. So this is ready to be embedded into our portfolio. So now we're going to go back into our Google Drive, and we're going to find our portfolio. So because I've been using it over and over again, it's at the top, but again, I can go all the way down and find it. I named it my first name and last name, Educational Leadership Portfolio. There it is. I'm going to go to the journal page. So I can do one of two ways. I can go this way, or I can go to pages over here and hit journal. So this is where we would have this. We're going to delete these. There's an embedded document. I'm going to delete this. So now I lost all that stuff. So now I'm going to embed my field experience journal. So I'm going to double click on this white space here and select from Drive. So that's this bottom one here, from Drive. And then what's cool is that I can see there's recent files here. I can do that. But otherwise, if I wanted to find my, find what I've done recently, so I could go to my Drive and I could look at all the folders. Educational Leadership Portfolio should be in Joel Amidon's Educational Leadership Portfolio. So it's in here somewhere. Oh, just Educational Leadership Portfolio. That's what it says. There it is. Oops. So there's my file. You could also go over to recent. It should be up there too. It should be the top file there in recent. The drive's being slow. There it is. And see it down here in this blue banner, it says insert. That's exactly what we want to do. So it is now inserted that file, and you can kind of see there's all the stuff I'd put in there. And now we have embedded it. So we can adjust the size a little bit too if we want. We want to make it a little bit bigger so more of it can be seen when people come to this page. Can do that. Looks like that's about as much as, oh, that's the whole document. There you go. So there we go. We've just embedded our field experience journal into our educational leadership portfolio. As you edit the document, so if you go into Drive and go and edit that document, it should update in here. So you might need to refresh the page, but it should automatically update within this page. So this is a way to, the embedded document is a way to have like kind of a live feed going on from your journal. So, and also too, if you want access, you can hit this little square with the arrow coming out of it. That can go directly to that journal as well. Now, because we put it in our portfolio folder, and we've shared that folder with anyone with the link. So that means anyone with the link can view that folder. So otherwise, if you didn't have that sharing, it would be like you don't have permission if somebody else was viewing the site, if you did not do that sharing, but we have, so it's properly shared. So again, as I said, maybe put your most recent entries at the top. That can make it for a little bit easier, but again, you might have a better way of doing it. That's fine. As you use this, this will allow, again, to share your documentation of your experiences in the field. It also gives you a spot, a catch-all for any of those experiences that are those aha moments from your educational leadership field experience. Put them in here, put them in your portfolio, even if they're not asked for by your instructors. Again, this journal, this portfolio is yours to document your growth as an educational leader. So if there's something that was an aha moment, capture it in your journal. Okay. But again, you've just created and embedded your field experience journal in your educational leadership portfolio. Good job.